I'm here today with Sissy. I had a great pleasure of being Sissy's coach in the last few months. Sissy, I'm very curious, what has changed in your life since we've started working together?
I think the most important thing that has changed that I am more conscious now about my thoughts and my feelings. And with this consciousness, this helps me to work on it. Before I worked with Kasia, it was like I was trapped in some emotions, some thoughts, and I didn't realize that I was. And it was like constantly being in this wheel of also not feeling very well or having these doubts. Should I do that? Should I do that? What are the consequences? What will she think? What will the other think? So, and after this coaching sessions, after these coaching sessions with Kasia, I feel more empowered of guiding myself, of um, expressing myself, doing my best, the best I can, and doing it with joy and excitement, and not from a point of view that I have to do something. I liked working with her because it's an it's this playing experience. It's not something that it's strict. And Kasia does listen very well. And she does have the right questions. So these questions help to to move forward, to really recognize what's inside of you, what's hidden. And when I could mm, when I realized what was hidden, I was able to change it. And this was great.
And how did that, if in any way, how did that affect your business? Because I know that when you were choosing working with me, it was partially your business investment. How did that affect our coaching sessions, your business?
The most important thing that has changed for my business that I am much clearer on my ideal client, on the values I have, and how I would like to help my ideal client. And I have done a lot of exercises in the past. I've written pages and pages about my ideal client, but now I really feel connected to my ideal client. And it's like something that is clear to me. And I feel also this connection between my ideal client and my stories.
Interesting. And I'm saying that it's interesting because we both might agree that my coaching sessions, they are not uh, focused on business strategies and finding ideal clients, etc., right? They are not
Mm,
focused on that. So how did
yeah.
that come about that you become so clear about your ideal client and connected with that client emotionally um, during our process?
I think because it was the first time I approached this ideal client, not from thinking point of view, like, if it would be a usual ideal client session, you would ask, what's your ideal client? What's his name? What does he do? Where does he live? Blah, 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 blah. And you ask different questions. We started, I don't know where, we started, I think, talking about my values and what's inside, and it was completely different. And in the end, I had this image and idea of my and description of my ideal client, but it was not a starting point.
No, and
It
that
was
was,
more a result.
yeah, it was like an outcome which you created throughout the coaching experience.
Yes.
Um, what made you choose coaching as the tool that you wanted to invest in?
I wanted to grow. I wanted to have somebody that helps me growing and that helps me noticing parts that I don't notice. So helps me growing in areas that I can't do alone. And the reason why I choose working with you was also this. I was in a group coaching with you, and I started noticing the changes and everything that changed in my life because I was changing my thoughts. And then I asked myself, what would be possible if I work one-to-one with her? And it was such a huge difference of being in this group and working one-to-one, because in this one-to-one experience, it's like it's like going deeper and not only hearing something and knowing, but applying it to my life, and that made this big difference. Yeah.
Wonderful, Sissy. Is there anything else you would like to say before we finish?
I would like to thank you for your patience and for asking the right questions and for letting me grow in my pace without pushing.
Of
Thank you.
course. Thank you, Sissy. It was a great pleasure working with you one-on-one as your coach and mentor. And I really wish you all the best. I know you will keep growing. It's unstoppable. You are unstoppable. It's been
Thank
a
you.
great pleasure for me as well. Thank you.